Ingon sa akong lola na ang ubang lalaki lahi na. Bisan nun sa
Bobet, the Boy from the Marsh. The Life, Death, and Afterlife of Rene Clert. Bobet, Baterbonia. Prologue, Water. You have to start not in Manila, not in Ateneo, but in water. Talacogon, Agusan del Sur, does not sit on land the way other towns do. It floats at the edge of the Agusan Marsh, 14,000 hectares of peatland, where water lilies are so thick you can walk on them if you believe hard enough. The people who live there learn two things early: how to paddle before they can run, and how to read water. Rene Clert Baterbonia was born there on May 8, 2008, second of 7 siblings, in a house where the floor was sometimes wet in flood season. His father, Rene Sr., had been a barrio basketball player himself, now driving a tricycle for 150 pesos a day. His mother, Rovelyn, sold fish in the market at 4 a.m. The same fish her relatives caught the night before in the marsh. They were a 4 Ps family. Pantuid Pamilya Filipino program, the government's list of the poorest of the poor. They only exited that list in January 2025, when Bobet got a scholarship. He was a proud Manobo, not a label for a school form. It was how his grandparents lived. The old Agusan Manobo believe everything has a tagbanwa, a spirit owner. The river has one. The huge weeping fig tree has one. Before you cut a tree, you ask permission. Before you cast a net, you whisper. The supreme being is Magbabahia, the great spirit. But the one you fear day to day is Manobo, the god responsible for the system of taboos, the lolly. Manobo teaches you what not to do. Do not shout at the water at dusk. Do not point at the marsh at night. Do not eat when someone is burying their dead. A husband and wife must both observe taboos when a child is born. Healing is done by a bailan in an Inejewa ceremony, with gongs and the sacrifice of a native chicken. Bobet grew up Catholic at school, Manobo at home, Jesuit disciplined on the court. His Ateneo de Davao coach Jess Evangelio said he had heart, discipline, and humility, and one sentence that he repeated after every trophy: I want to lift my family from poverty. That was his theology. Chapter 1, The Hoop. In Talacogon, the basketball hoop is made of a rusted bicycle rim nailed to a coconut tree. The court is unpaved. When it rains, it becomes mud. Rene learned to dunk on that rim. At 6'4" by 17, he was a giant in a town of fishermen. But it wasn't height, it was hunger. In 2025, Palarong Pambansa in Ilocos Norte, he led Davao region, the Davao Eagles of Ateneo de Davao, to its first ever championship. MVP, gold in the ASEAN School Games. Suddenly, recruiters from Manila were taking boats to get to his house. Ateneo de Manila called. The Blue Eagles, for a boy from the marsh, Ateneo was not a school. It was another planet. The day before he left for Manila in 2026, he went back to Talacogon's Central Elementary Sped School, where he volunteered for Brigada Escuela every summer, painting chairs. He told a teacher, "Ma'am, sir, 5 years from now, I will be back to donate 5 computers." It was his last promise. A month after his death, that promise was fulfilled by strangers. Reviewees from Carl Balleder Review Center passed the hat and launched the Rene Baterbonia Computer Laboratory. 2 weeks before his death, he played his last league in Agusan del Sur itself, silver medal. He was already an Ateneo player on paper. Incoming freshman for you, AAP, Season 89. Chapter 2, June 8, 2:30 p.m. The Blue Eagles annual team building was supposed to be from June 8 to 14, 2026, at Hermano's Leisure Farm and Surf Camp, Barangay Libis, Dipaculao, Aurora, a resort facing the Pacific. According to CIDG Director Robert Morico II, that morning, the team did calisthenics and beach activities. They rested in the afternoon at around 2:30 p.m. They were brought about 700 meters from the resort for a water activity. They walked and jogged in seawater, parallel to the shore, despite having been briefed on strong currents. They were in waist-deep water, about 300 meters from the resort, when a current took 4 of them. 2 survived, Baterbonia and Divine Adili, a 21-year-old Nigerian sophomore center from New Era University, who had come to the Philippines in 2023, were swept away. A resort lifeguard was informed at 2:50 p.m. Drone footage, later released by the MDRRMO, captured the retrieval. Teammate E.J. Kopihe tried to reach Adili. The team's physical therapist did CPR on Baterbonia on the sand. Sam Reyes said Adili still had a pulse when brought to shore. Both were brought to Aurora Memorial Hospital in Baler, declared dead on arrival. Cause: asphyxia by drowning. He was 18. Adili was 21. Chapter 3, The Controversies, What Happened After. This is where the story stops being about basketball. Controversy 1, Accident or Hazing. June 8 to 10, the Aurora Provincial Police and PNP said, accidental, no foul play, no ankle weights, rope on foot was part of a lifebuoy. The PNP warned netizens to stop spreading unverified reports. Then the story cracked. The Dipaculao LGU said Ateneo never coordinated with them. Had they been informed, they could have provided safety monitoring. The resort had valid permits, but no Department of Tourism accreditation, and no warning signs about rip currents. The resort owner said he told the team the sea was dangerous, and they asked not to be interfered with. On June 15, CIDG said it was investigating at least 7 persons of interest for possible homicide and hazing. On June 17, CIDG Director Moriko said they no longer considered it accidental. On June 26, CIDG recommended filing Anti-Hazing Act of 2018 charges against Tab Baldwin and 10 other members of the program, questioning if forced calisthenics and exposure counted as hazing. The DOJ issued an immigration lookout bulletin against Baldwin, former manager Christopher Epoch Quimpo, and 3 assistant coaches. On July 8, the NBI's task force recommended reckless imprudence, resulting in 2 counts of homicide against Baldwin, assistant coaches, strength coaches, and physical therapist, and simple negligence resulting in homicide against ADMU Athletic Director M. Fernandez and resort personnel. Baldwin and Quimpo resigned. Ateneo President Roberto Yap said the school will give material support to families, financial, emotional, long-term, as moral obligation, not settlement. Mother Rovlin's question remains on record. Something is missing. Controversy 2, the clout economy. Former teammate turned actor Lance Carr, who knew Bobet when Bobet was captain of Ateneo de Davao High School, went public in July. There is so much fake news. So many people are profiting from it. It's very outrageous. It's very inhumane for me. Just let the person rest in peace. His mother posted on June 17 in Cebuano. I hope you can respect our request not to sell t-shirts or jerseys using the memories of my son. She only allowed signed items by Rene to be sold. But online shops were mass-producing Bobet jerseys, tribute songs, AI art. Lifestyle Inquirer published Filipinos still aren't letting Rene Baterbonia rest in peace, documenting 3 phenomena: regional weaponization, Visayans and Mindanaoans rallying around Bobet as a martyr against elite Luzon oppression by Ateneo, calls to make him a saint, parasocial grief women of varying ages fawning, creating fake images claiming to be his girlfriend, experiencing widow-like grief, inability to eat or sleep, engagement farming. Nothing makes more money in the social media era than riling people up. Psychologist David Kayanjik T. Damien explained. He is a small-town kid who went to Manila to try and make it big for his family. His story is too familiar to Pinoys. It's impossible not to trigger all sorts of emotions. It only becomes wrong if there is a delusional belief that they are in a reciprocal relationship with Baterbonia. Controversy 3. Why is he so loved? Genuine or clout? It's both, but it started genuine. Genuine love has 4 pillars. First, the archetype. Manila Times wrote, Rene is the familiar Filipino narrative of a child trying to lift his family from hardship. DSWD itself mourned him as a former monitored child of 4 Ps. Second, he was actually good. Ateneo de Davao called him gentle giant, not a PR line teachers, teammates, market vendors say the same. Third, the divide. Writer Daphne Osnupes said his death brought back feelings of injustice, inequitableness, and favoritism, because a Manobo boy from Talacogon died under the care of an elite Manila institution. It felt like Manila failing the province again. Fourth, government and institutional grief was unprecedented. DSWD. PSC giving 250,000 pesos each family. UAAP SBP. Senators Robin Padilla, Bam Aquino, Bongo filing resolutions. NHA donating a 2.266 million pesos condo. Talacogon declaring June 8 as Baterbonia Day. Clout came second because that genuine story is perfectly monetizable. Grief equals engagement. Regional anger equals comments war. A handsome 18-year-old MVP equals romantic edits. As the psychologist said, those who post, I think, have genuine feelings. Social media just amplifies the sympathy. Chapter 4, The Return. He was waked at Arlington Memorial Chapels in Quezon City, then flown to Ateneo de Davao. On June 15, before dawn, his remains arrived in Talacogon. The whole town waited on the road with candles. He was laid to rest on June 24 at the new Talacogon Municipal Memorial Park. He was the first person ever buried there. The park has become a destination for families paying respect. After the 40th day, his mother said she wanted to hibernate, to have peace so Bobet may truly rest. Chapter 5, The Food, What the Marsh Eats. Rene's family never gave an interview about his favorite dish. But if you eat where he ate, in a Manobo kitchen in Talacogon, you eat what the marsh gives you. 1. Manobo-style catfish stew. Catfish cooked in coconut milk with taro and lemongrass. Everyday food. Catfish from the marsh, not farmed. 1 kilogram fresh catfish, cleaned, rub with salt and calamansi. 3 cups taro leaves and stem. 1 thumb ginger, sliced. 4 stalks lemongrass pounded. 2 tomatoes. 3 green chili. 1 liter water, salt. Boil water with ginger, lemongrass, tomato. Add taro, stems 10 minutes. Add catfish. Don't stir too much, 12 minutes. Add taro leaves, chili, salt. Cover until wilted. In Manobo belief, you don't stir leaves with metal spoon while mourning. Use wood. Serve with rice. Eat with hands. 2. Grilled pijanga with fern salad. Pijanga is tiny goby fish that swarms after rain. 500 grams pijanga, salt, calamansi, garlic. Marinate 15 minutes. Skewer on bamboo. Grill 3 to 4 minutes per side until crisp. For the fern salad, 2 cups fiddlehead fern blanched 30 seconds. Half cup tuba vinegar, onion, ginger, Thai chili, grated coconut. Mix vinegar mix. Pour over the fern. Top with grilled fish. Sweet sour bitter balance. 3. 3. Sautéed freshwater prawns and pilit. Freshwater goby. Ulang giant freshwater prawn. Fiesta prize. 6 large ulang halved. 2 tablespoon butter or coconut oil. Garlic, patties, calamansi. Melt butter. Sear ulang cut side down 2 minutes. Flip. Add fish sauce and calamansi. Cover 3 minutes. Serve with pilit, sticky rice, cooked in coconut milk, wrapped in banana leaves, with muscovado and young coconut. Manobo belief. Sticky rice binds family, so you never cut it with a knife. You pull it apart. There is no last meal on record. The timeline says the team rested after lunch on June 8 before the 2:30 p.m. activity. What he ate is private, and perhaps it should stay that way. What remains is this: a boy promised computers, a mother who sells fish at 4 a.m., a marsh that takes and gives, and a rim on a coconut tree where other boys in Talacogon now practice his fadeaway. Because they believe if they jump high enough, they too might lift their families from poverty. Some dreams never fade. They simply find the right hearts to fulfill them.
Ingon sa akong lola na ang ubang lalaki lahi na. Bisan nun sa kagwapo, talitan ka manguwag na na.